More on the story now. Aminu Gamawa is a lawyer and conflict resolution analyst at Harvard University. He joins us tonight from Boston. Aminu, welcome.
Thank you for having me on the program.
Well, thank you for being here. What do you think of the idea of Boko Haram, of the government negotiating with Boko Haram or talking to Boko Haram?
Well, based on the things on the ground now, I think the options of the government are quite limited. There are two broad options. One is to use military force. This has a lot of disadvantages because these girls are still in the hands of the Boko Haram militants, and they are being used not only as bargaining chips, but also as human shields. So it is hard to conduct any military rescue operation without endangering the lives of these girls. And I think the interest of the girls and their families should be a priority in any rescue operation. Secondly, talking about negotiating with Boko Haram, in the recently released video on Monday by the leader of the Boko Haram, Abubakar Shekau, he is demanding for the government to release the members of the Boko Haram sect that have been detained by the Nigerian government, and in exchange they are going to release the girls. This sounds outrageous. Many Nigerians and people assisting Nigeria in this counterinsurgency think that Nigeria should not negotiate with the terrorists. The reasons given for not negotiating is it will set a very bad precedent, and at the same time it will embolden the Boko Haram members, and there is no guarantee that they are going to honor their own part of the bargain.
Yeah, I was going to say, before you move on just for a second, let me interrupt. I mean, how does the government have any clue whether or not Boko Haram would live up to the deal?
Well, I think this is quite a hard question. In the past, there have been efforts by many people to try and initiate a dialogue between the Boko Haram members and the Nigerian government. And I think the message we are getting from the Nigerian government is quite confusing. Up till now, they haven't yet clearly defined their position as far as negotiation is concerned. But I believe this situation at hand is quite unique, and there is an international attention on the Nigerian government, and they cannot afford to make mistakes. Nigerians are demanding for action, and the first stage is to locate where these girls are, and at the same time to start a conversation to see if they can be released without endangering the lives of the girls.
What impact is this having on the country?
Well, the mismanagement of this insurgency, which has caused a serious problem in the northeast and across the north, actually has made President Jonathan to appear as a very weak and incompetent leader. And of course, it is going to affect the image of the country. Just last week, Nigeria hosted the World Economic Forum, and Nigeria is being celebrated as the biggest economy in Africa. With this kind of atmosphere of insecurity, I think it is a threat to investment, and it is going to also affect the next coming election in 2015, which I believe there can't be any peaceful election when a large part of the country is under incessant attack from the insurgents without the government taking necessary action to prevent that from happening.
Aminu, it's good to have you on the program. Thanks for sharing.